I just want you guys to know how amazing the things the Lord has done through you. I mean, it's hard for me just to step back and let you guys take control. And I think the Lord has just used that for me to open up my eyes. Because when I was in LIT, I didn't really see the greatness that I was doing. And now seeing how He is using each and every one of you just to share to these kids the love. And I have become closer to Christ just being here and watching the way you guys act and treat these kids because they don't get love at home. And I just want you guys to know that you guys are amazing and that most of the adults in the world wouldn't even think about doing this because they're scared. And the teenagers are scared, and I know some of you guys are too, but you just push through it. And I just want you guys to know how amazing the Lord is using you guys just to share His love.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and I'm from Longview, and we went to Apple Creek today. And when we were there, we started to do the invitation, and one of the girls in the group, she was doing it, and when she started praying, and then everybody got up, and some of them went to go get saved, and some of them were already saved. But it was funny because she opened her eyes and nobody was there because everybody was up out of their seat.
So I'm assuming I'm the only leader up here because I'm the only one willing to stand in a line, or still able to, maybe. I would like to point out, Bree, where are you? Bree, where are you? I would like to point out that Bree's very first day of being a Christian, she led someone else to the Lord. Okay, so we've talked a lot about distractions, and today we had two sisters come and they brought their kids in between them, and they were there. And one of them kept saying, I feel a little lightheaded, and so she started drinking some Gatorade and whatever. Well, she ended up throwing up and passing out. We had to call a fire truck to come and make sure she was okay, and an ambulance came. Now, so we're at a park, and all of this stuff is going on, and our lit kids are so ridiculously focused that they are over there. They continue the lesson, they do the craft, they do the praise and worship. They are so calm and focused with all of this chaos going on around them that the little boys never left. They never went and checked on Mom. They were completely not afraid at all because they were so in the Spirit, trusting God. He's going to take care of it. Everything's going to be okay. It was incredible. I mean, how many of us are not distracted by a fire truck driving around us? Especially when it's, like right there. They weren't distracted at all. And I just wanted to get up and say, you guys are awesome. I mean, you were awesome. I don't even know as adults that we could have been that focused and paid that much attention. But you were so calm. And the kids came over and had lunch with us. And they were just completely and when she came back over, they're like, Mom, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I just got a little hot, and they helped me cool off. And they're like, okay, can we have some Cheetos? I mean, it was just, and I thought that was amazing that those children were not afraid at all because our lit kids were not afraid. And so we want to give you guys a hand.
And I know I've already been up here, but there's one more thing that I wanted to say. Yesterday, Aubrey, friend Aubrey right there, she's probably embarrassed right now, so I'm going to point you out. But yesterday, she was doing the story, and she had absolutely no idea what the story was whatsoever. She was going over it 50 times, and by the time we got there, and it was time for her to do the story, it just poured out of her, and she did amazing. And that was so God talking through her.
Hi, I'm Kate Brockett, and I was also here at Foundation Church. God had put a feeling on my heart yesterday, and I needed to share my testimony. I was supposed to share it before the story, but I got kind of freaked out, so I decided to wait till after the story. Yeah, I should remember that, Miss Holly. And then after the story, I almost didn't do it, but I kind of did it, and it was in one of those surreal moments that you just do it. So I'm not even sure about half the things I said up there, and I came back, and Cameron, the guy who just talked, he said, "Were you nervous?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Miss Holly told me to pray for you." So I was praying the whole time.
My name is Grace. I went to St. Thomas. There were these two girls, Maddie and Jasmine. So we were all done with everything and done with lunch. So they had the sidewalk chalk and they went over to the like this little open area. And I thought, oh, they're going to start drawing like butterflies and hearts and rainbows. But instead they started drawing like the cross and the guards and like the tomb and Jesus and stuff.
Hi, my name is Jillian, and I also went to Worthington today. And I was the one who taught the Bible story. And as I was teaching about Jesus feeding 5,000 with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, I showed them how big the baskets were back then, and how small a loaf of bread was and fish were. And there was this kid there named Joseph, and as I was reading the story, he's taking his hands and going 1, 2, 3, 4, and counting all the way up to 12 to see how many baskets that would be after 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And he leans over to my sponsor and says, "Did that really happen?" And Clint goes, "Yeah, that really happened." And he accepted Christ today. So.
I was at Cedar Ridge this week, and we had a great week there, but that's not what I want to talk about. I have been so blessed this week by you guys, and I want to just say a little of what someone said earlier, but my kids from Longview heard this, but I want to make sure everybody hears this. Nothing about what you did this week was kid stuff. Absolutely nothing was kid stuff. You guys were not here doing kid stuff. You were here doing kingdom stuff. And that's big. That's really big. So I want to make sure everybody realizes that, okay? I also want to read one of my favorite verses. And that is 1 Timothy 4:12. "Don't let anyone think less of you because you were young." Y'all heard that before? Glad you heard that? Okay. It's easy to focus on that first part, but I really want to focus on the second part. "But be an example to all believers in what you teach, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity." This has been an amazing week, and you guys put a lot of time, a lot of hours into getting ready to come here. But whether you leave, I know there's one group leaving tonight, and most of us are leaving in the morning, it's not over. This is not over. When you go home, you are still on mission. Whatever your school, that's your mission field. Your gymnastics gym, your soccer field, your softball field, your dance place, whatever it is you do, wherever you go, that is your mission field. Those are the people that you need to be an example to. You guys have been such an amazing example this week, not only to everyone here and to the sites that you've gone to, but to the people back at your home churches. I can't wait to get home and for our kids and adults to tell everybody what they've done and how the Lord has used them, because as I told them, it's not about them. They didn't save anybody this week. They didn't save anybody. But continue to be an example when you go home. And remember, you're still on mission when you go home.